there was ships going down with food in that we were having from abroad. Yeah. And there wasn't enough food in England to cater for everybody.
They used to give you about 1 egg a week.
Yeah.
Dried eggs.
Yes, I remember those. I used to love them. You make good cakes for those as well.
You didn't get a lot of sugar because my mum used to make cake. And she had it all before my brothers had to go in the army. She had it all round the table and she said, "Now I want to talk to you." And I thought, oh, what we're going to get this time? She said, "Do you want cake for tea?" Oh, I said, "Of course we do." "Right," she said, "if you have cake, you don't have sugar in your tea." So I never had sugar in my tea, and I never have.
It was very popular, dig up the lawn and plant vegetables.
Did you do that?
I honestly can't remember. I think my parents did. In fact, I'm sure they did.
Did you keep any chickens or other livestock?
They did.
You had a little ration book.
Oh, you did.
And as you took it to the grocer, he would tear off these stamps, wouldn't he? There was still the black market, wasn't there? That you could buy things if you were that type of person.
Well, if you had the money.
My mum said in 1949, when sweet rationing was still on, she used to cycle 15 miles to the local sweet shop, literally to buy a packet of these, which was the last of the sweets that were available. So a long way for a packet of fizzer rolls.
I can remember that it's like wood.
I think they're licorice.
Yeah, licorice.
And a seed. Oh, they were lovely there. I haven't seen them for a long time.
I used to give my sweet rations to my niece and nephew, my elder sister, 2 children, and it was only 2 ounces. It didn't go very far, but I wasn't all like mad about sweets like what Reggie was.
What I remember is the day they came off ration, my sister, who's a few years older than me, Peggy, she took me down and we joined the queue down in Didcot Broadway. And it was miles long. We joined the queue to get our first free, off ration sweets. That was always wonderful. They tasted so good.
Do you remember how long you queued for?
Oh, a long time. I wasn't very big. Stand still.
Well, my understanding is that during the war there were certain things that were being rationed, particularly silk, because that was being used for parachutes and so on. And therefore women actually found it very difficult to get hold of silk stockings.
Oh no! No, it's not.
You could use gravy browning or very fine cocoa, but that used to stick a bit, cocoa. Bit clotty.
Yeah.
Gravy browning was the best.
And me and my friend were always together. We used to go everywhere together. And we decided to do our legs. We'd seen these people with young women, you know, with this paint and them, so we thought we'd have a go.
And did you usually do it with a friend, or did you have to do it on your own? I mean,
well, it's best if you did it with a friend because you could get a straight line on the back.
We sat and we did each other's, and off we went, coming out, and it absolutely, I'm telling you, it absolutely tossed down, and it all started. With a mess, you should have seen them.
Did any of you girls use artificial stockings during the war?
Oh yes. Did you do it?
Did?
Yeah.
Who done yours for you?
And then if we couldn't get them, we just put them up the back.
So it was quite interesting that it reminded people of the wartime, I guess, and I could hear sort of various different conversations going around. I suppose I was surprised how easily it went on, actually, and it did feel rather sticky after a little while. I could feel my feet on my sandals sort of sticking to the leather.
The seam at the back. They look like fine stockings, don't they?
They don't have seams now.
if you imagine the situations those women would have done that in, what were your thoughts on that?
Well, I thought it would probably be quite important not to wear any white clothing. And one woman was talking about how their skirts were actually quite short, so they would do a kind of darker rim at the top of the leg to sort of portray the stocking top.
You've got stockings on.
Look at the back though, Rennie.
Well, that's something. That is something, yeah. A, it's too fine, and B, the fully fashioned bit on the bottom is badly shaped.
And we definitely got the thumbs down in terms of the pencil line at the back. We didn't get that quite right, so maybe the next time we'll be able to perfect our technique. Yeah, no, it was interesting. It was interesting thinking, gosh, everything must have been so different then, you know, and people were encouraged to grow their own food, and food, from what the people were saying, was very limited. You know, you only got a certain amount of tea and sugar each week, and yeah, I guess very different days really to the ones we're living in now.